Alright, welcome back. It's been a very long time since I've done some gaming videos, so I thought, why not? Why not? So I came up with an idea. I'm gonna play a career mode on normal and see how much money we can earn in a determined amount of time, and I have set the time to 10 hours. We'll be using some DLC, so let's just see what I have installed. I basically removed the entire mod folder, so there's no external DLCs used. The only DLCs is the ones I can get through the game itself. So, of course, I got the official DLCs from Giant Software, but in addition, I got Lumberjack, Watering System, Farm Manager, and Roll and Pack ITH Runner. Field info. And park vehicle, we would like to park without tapping over to them. Pallet, trailer, mobile workshop, store deliveries, fast bale. This one because we can bale and wrap in one. Measure tool. The Lizard 6M. GPS, guidance, steering. To get that precision farming going, right? Create fields, so we can create fields wherever we want. Power tools, big hives, pallet, horse helper, punch pack for the transport of like bales or whatever. Tension belt support, placeable refill tanks, player system, paint and terraform anywhere, better time scale, sleep anywhere. That's all. So let's just let's delete game 1 here. Create a new one. Medium or normal? Oh, let's see. There's no normal. Medium. And let's say this time we're just gonna do the very first basic map, and if it's something we want to continue with, well, maybe next time we'll do another map or a custom map. All is selected. Let's start the game. Alright, so I would say from this point on, as soon as I hit start, that is the start of the counter as well. 10 hours, and I won't be doing any, what do you call it, time lapse at all. So it's 10 hours, but I will of course cut it up into separate videos, because 10 hours is maybe too long. So let's go. Yeah, we'll just use a regular guy. So of course the first thing we want to do is find a good starting position. Of course the game places you right here because the game thinks, this is a good starting position for you, but I don't think so. And luckily I don't own anything yet, right? So usually I would just quickly look. I need to buy a field and find one that's ready, right? But not only find one that's ready, find one that's close to things, one we can afford, and let's say one that has a crop that is fairly cheap to harvest. So I'm wondering why these are blue. They're cultivated. Alright, so 56, 73. I don't know why the numbers changed when I tap over, but hey. You can see the price. Oh, you get a big plot here. Also, very steep price. Alright, let's see what's on it. Oh, it's oat. So this 56 looks good because it's oat, easy to harvest. It's ready to harvest, right? So let's, and the price, it's okay. Let's buy it. So this is this would be our starting area, and it's near something, so we can actually go there. Just turning time down to 0.5, so we get good time. Oat ready to harvest. Looks good. All right. So one of the mods I have installed is machine delivery. And I believe it's Alt Shift, yes, and then left click. So if I buy a machine now, it should just place me there. But let's see if we have some discounts. Well, this one could be interesting, but it's for sunflowers only. So let's get a harvester. And we're just gonna rent one, so we might get like no, Holland. Let's just see the headers, because I would like to get this over with 7, 8. Fent 9.2 leasing cost 500. Let's go back and find the harvester. Leasing cost. Yeah, let's do that. And it looks like it didn't work, because you can see the harvester is not placed. I'm not sure what this is, but maybe it's because I don't own that area, and I can maybe only get delivered to areas I own. Anyway, we also need a header. Let's get a header. That was the fence, 9 meters, lease. Yes. Which way is fastest? Just out on the road, then to the left, right? Yep, to the left here. So that also gives us some time to talk about the rules, let's say. And yes, I will be using hired workers at some point. Oh my god, it's the wrong way. Hired workers to, for example, drive around the fields. As you noticed, I did not install Curse Play or Auto Drive, which is usually two mods I normally use a lot. That's just audio, vehicle volume. There we go. Cosplay, yes, I do use cosplay, and I really enjoy using it. But you also have to do something ourselves, right? So let's just get this unpacked, because the field is actually right across the shop. Come on. There we go. And yes, I set it. Oh, I'm not. No. We want to have the straw, at least here in the beginning, because we need the money. So even though the straw is a really low value. It's better than no value, but of course it needs to make sense so we can pay for the rent of the machinery as well, right? And if you look on the minimap, you can see the yield. So it's orange. We would actually prefer it to be, let's say, green. So when the harvest is over, one of the things we need to do is actually to sample the land to ensure we get the better yield. It might seem tedious or small task to actually sample the entire land, but it's actually, I think it's worth it. And you don't need to have additional vehicles. You can usually fit this tool on a tractor. Where the fuck did it? Oh, here we go. There we go. This one. This is a nice field. I wonder how much of this land I actually own, because then I would like to maybe expand on that grass area. As soon as we're done with the turn here, we can check. $25% already. Good. So for those who follow me on a regular basis, Farming Simulator is really a interesting game in terms of, let's say, game development. It's not really the machines that makes it interesting. The machines is fairly simple, but what makes Farming Simulator interesting in terms of game development is actually the terrain. The way you change the terrain texture, the shader, depending on the actions and the tool you have. So basically a tool, even this header, right? When I look at this as a developer, this header is basically just a paintbrush. So I'm painting away the corn texture. And then instead I'm adding this texture below. Because if we look in front, you can see it's basically already there, so we're just removing the corn, right? But we do it for all items here. So if I were to pick up a plow and plow the field, the plow itself would actually also be just a painting tool or a changing shader. And one of the things you can see they worked on in this is tessellation. You want all the the bumps and, let's say, all the stuff or height changes you get from vehicles to appear in the game, right? And I think that's really interesting, the way Giants solved this. Basically, it's a challenge. The same with the straw out. So right here, we're dropping straw, right? With some particles on the side. But if I hit comma to change to, let's say, cutting the straw, like this. So now we are painting again. So we're changing the shader or the texture. Of course, it's very apparent in the areas where you can see the start and the end. The triangle is very very clear, especially at the other end, because you can see the triangle point away from the machinery, where here it's pointing towards the machinery. Towards machinery makes sense because it's like pushing it out, right? But the other way doesn't really make sense, and I think that's one of the... It's a smaller limitation of the engine capabilities. Yes, the reason I go slow at the end is because I'm thinking about when we need to pick up the straw. I don't want to have the straw all over the place or crossing over to the other side or the other row of straw. So I usually slow down at the end, and I will end up with this gap, which allows for the tractor and the baler to get around much easier. Speaking of tractors, I think once we get to the end, I'll hire a worker to continue here, and then we'll get a tractor so we can get the corn transported. And I'm not really sure if we want to buy or rent a tractor. Let's see what we got. Feels like this. We don't really need a big tractor. I would suggest a medium tractor, maybe 150 to 200 horsepower to begin with, because this one I'm consider buying. So let's say we want to spend 200,000 on the tractor. So we might as well buy one from the beginning. But again, if we're buying one, then I also want to make sure it's strong enough, not only to go with the wagons or trailers, but I need it to be strong enough to actually pull the equipment we're gonna use. We're already at 78%. So when we look at the map, the yield looks not so great, but it's not actually that bad. And again, here we see one of the interesting things about... You can see the wheels are actually interacting with this stack, the straw stack, and that's very impressive. And we already know it's not a mesh, and if I put on the FPS, it's kind of stuck at 60. I'm not sure if there's a limiter or I have by accident enabled a limiter. This is a poor choice because I'm not sure he's gonna make it all the way to the end before being full. So I'm just gonna start here, and then I'm gonna hire a worker to do it. And then we're gonna jump into tractors, medium tractors. Let's see prices. We talked about 200,000, 200 horsepower. So this Massey Ferguson could be the option. So let's just see. What's that? 220, 240. Fendt, really good price compared to horsepower. Massey Ferguson as well. Yeah, even Valtra. McCormick. So now the tractors are actually, well, they're in the larger range, right? So we're also above 200. I know you can customize them when after you go into the menu, but I'm just looking at the lowest horsepower and the gearing. One thing I really hate is some of the, let's say the older, like this one. I love Tangier, don't get me wrong, but has a manual gear. It says power shift, but I tried it before. Power shift in a John Deere is it has like 5 main gears, A, B, C, D, F, and then for each gear it has like a power shift module that gives you 1 to 4 sub gears. So he will just be switching gears all the time. May say Ferguson, yeah, let's see. It already has a front hitch, that's also a big plus, so let's just, yes, let's buy that. It's 200,000. Okay, back, we need a trailer. Any on discount? No. Trailer, we need a corn trailer. Something like this. Is it tip or move pushable, but this is probably better. Saving weight on tipping function and instead pushing the entire bag out. Yes, let's get it. Alright, let's get that corn picked up. New tractor. Looks nice inside, always nice. It's just like a, yeah, well, a new tractor. He's ready for a pickup. Somebody needs to adjust these mirrors because you can only see the trailer. I do not expect him to fill the trailer. Uh, 4,400 liters. No, it's not gonna be full. So while they're doing that, let's just get our hands on a chainsaw. Miscellaneous. Where did the chainsaws go? Oh, right here. I'm blind. McCulloch. Yes. So we have the power tools, which means this tree I don't want, so I can just double tap at it. And we could cut the tree down, transport the wood, but right now my main focus is actually just to get the farm going. I'm just gonna use the chainsaw to clear everything. And I think that's pretty realistic. I live on a farm myself and has been working on farms for many years, and a guy with a chainsaw can easily cut down a tree and even get rid of most of the roots. I've done it myself several times. Let's just check up here with trees. These trees over here. And I'm wondering if they're even on my land. Let's find out. Map. No, they're not. As you can see, they're just outside. That's okay. We'll get them next time. So 36% full. Let's jump into the harvester. Fire this guy. Take over. Yes. So now we're driving again. Let's prepare ourselves for some balers. Very expensive, and I'm thinking we could potentially wait one day after the harvest to see what type of balers are available on a discount. We also need to plan for the next seed we want to do, so preferably I want to plant immediately. So right now we are harvesting oats, so we could potentially plant wheat as immediately after. And I think that would be good, because right now we're just trying to get the basics up and running. Yes, I own this entire plot over here, so all this over there as well. Which means I will... Oh, we can turn that into grass. Oh, a bit wobbly here at the end. So all this grass we can also cut and sell. Let's see, prices. Oat. Oh, cereal factory is actually, we need to deliver that. I think that's one of the factories right here. Oh, farmer market as well. But that's, we also need to compare distance. Oh, it's down there. Oh, it's that small area where the train is. Yeah, that's a bit of a drive. What's right here? That is oat mill. Oil mill. Oat mill. Grape processing. Lime. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll stick with delivering to the cereal factory. Especially now. Lucky enough, the price was high at this point. Let's quickly check prices for wheat. Yeah, you can see there is definitely a price. It might be the season. Let's just check. No, it's the high price right now. Wheat does not pay as much per liter as oat. However, if we can bump the yield of the field up, wheat would be preferable for me to grow. Why? Alright. So just bought the... Oh. Bought the tool to do the soil samples, so... We'll just get this loaded over, hire a worker to harvest the rest. And then... while he's harvesting, we'll just get the samples done. Jump to the tractor. Yes, this is a very nice gearing. Like it. Similar to power shift or variable gear. It's just a smoother experience. %, coming up on 60% now. Full trailer. It's very nice. Alright. Let's just leave the trailer here for now. Pick up our new tool. Unpack it. And as for the range, you can see bottom left on the minimap the range of the tool. So let's see, how was it? How was the execution? The soil sample. Oh, it's B. B as in very fun. There we go. It's 1. Might wait until he's done harvesting here. Let's just go up here. It doesn't take long to actually do these, send the samples in, get some results back, and I think it's quite worth it as soon as you upgrade your machinery and farm with the rest of these sample tools, because let's just do a nasty one here. Because as you're using whatever you're using on your fields or putting out manure, whatever, it will update your field info, so you don't actually have to do new samples once they're done, because what you put in, you already know. So I consider this at the moment, the way Farming Simulator is right now, is this is a one-time thing I'm doing per field, right? See if we can patch this up. Yeah, I like that. Good. Two more samples. Field is covered. We're still at 948,000. Of course, we're spending some money on the hired worker. It should be worth it. In the end, we will get our money back. Alright, good. Let's pack up the tool. Send sample, how is it? Y. Yes, there we go. Now very soon we should get the samples back from the laboratory. So we don't have any equipment yet or anything, so let's just pack this one right here for now. I'm sure they don't mind. They support farming in there. Get ready for the last corn pickup and corn delivery. So we can also return the rented equipment. We need to get that back as soon as possible. Because of course, when you rent equipment, you pay by the hour, and it's very, very expensive. So I also find it funny they call it leasing, because it's not really leasing, right? It's just pure old school renting. Oh, he thought he was done. Alright, that's okay. His loss. And I will take the last row myself. Yeah, we're still waiting on our results so we can see. We have some economic. We're using a lot of fuel. Oops, that's expected when you're harvesting. Right. There we go. Soil samples in. Field actually looks good. Let's just take a look here. Oh. pH around 5, 6-ish. Nitrogen, we need some manure or fertilizer. It's a pretty good field actually. There was 5,600 liters of oat. It's oat we are harvesting, right? Yes. Yes. And we're just gonna sell it immediately because the price is high right now. Let's just get rid of the rented machinery. Return. There we go. Let's go and sell this so we can get the field work started. Almost a trailer full. That's nice. Really nice. So initially, of course, when you start the game, most people, they will actually start out by buying this farm over. We're coming up on the left, so with the red farm here. And with that, you of course get some buildings. You get the barn with the silo there, cornfield, there's a small field in front, and there's a small field in the back. And you could initially just start by selling the buildings to give you an extra cash boost, but then you're still stuck with these small fields. That's kind of a hassle, really. I can't see anything back, so we're just going. One thing I really wish they would update is the steering. It's very right now I'm playing on keyboard, right? I do have a steering wheel, but even when using a steering wheel, it's very alive, very sensitive. You can also see the steering wheel on screen. I'm barely touching, and he's like, "Oh, let's turn this 90 degrees to one side." Whoa, crazy guy. All right. Here we are, cereal factory. Oh, you just wanted tipped right there? Not a problem. Normally I would expect a factory to have like a grain ditch, so you tip it down into a hole, but hey. Just give me my money, I'll tip it anywhere. $20,000. Yes. Another thing, I do know there are these collectibles you can run around and collect. We will collect them if I, let's say, stop by one or is near one, but we're not gonna chase them. Oh, there was one right there actually. But if we see them, we'll get it, of course. But I'm not gonna chase around the map. I know it's a lot of money. 1,000 for each item found. In real life, yes, I would chase these items for for that. But hey, we're just playing. So that gave us a bit of cash flow. So we need to develop some sort of more stable income. Otherwise, we will only have money, let's say, once per year. And that's not really good as a farmer, especially when you have machinery, bills to pay every month. So we need to set up something more financial stable for the farm. Of course, right now we're gonna focus on harvesting this field as year one. And I think I'll also set up a beehive, you know. It helps a little. It's not really a game changer, but it could be in the long run. It's a really big game changer. I need to set up a place where I can park my unused vehicles, because I'm gonna cut all that grass on the side as well. So we're just gonna park it at the seller. I'm sure he don't mind, because I'm such a good customer. I will buy more machinery. Baler. Let's see. Well, today we just need bales. We're not gonna wrap them or anything, so we just need something that's fast and cheap. What is this? From Baler. Vermeer. Never actually seen this one before. Oh, hang on. Is this for wood? Maybe it is. I was just thinking, since we have the bio baler here, right? Or bio round bales, I'm not sure. We don't want small bales. This one, that's also round baler. Pottinger. Speed. I'm looking at speed. I want to go fast. 17. Let's just lease this one. So normally you would, like me, if you use add-ons. One of the add-ons I would be using is something like cosplay. Because as you know, you can't get a NPC to actually do this. We can try. It just does this when I hit H as higher. Let's just remind ourselves of the controls. It has automatic drop. Okay, so I just need to keep an eye on the filling. Yes. It doesn't appear the automatic drop is turned on. Okay. small round bales. That's entirely my own fault. Could have taken a bigger one. And don't worry, we're not gonna do the entire field, but we're gonna do most of it. We're not gonna sell the bales immediately. Some fast money would also be or not fast money, simple money would be to get some animals. That's also what we're gonna use the grass for, right? So could be anything from sheep to horses to cows, depending on what we want. So I'm just making some bales in case we go with cows to make the total mix ration. It doesn't need straw, but sometimes it's nice to just have straw to fill in to give it some volume. But anyway, straw is good for bedding for the animals, right? So they need something to stay on or sleep on. I'm just trying to think of what we have in terms of direct seeders, because I would like to seed or drill, as the Americans call it, right? While also adding some nitrogen. Don't think we need to add any lime. The ground was fine as it is right now. But we definitely need to add some fertilizer. Beautiful view. Coming up on 45 minutes now. We're still just bleeding money. Alright. Getting over to the end here. And then we'll start looking into getting these collected somehow. And getting this field ready for wheat, I believe we agreed to. Yes. Let's see if we can just get one more bale here. So it's already clear to me this baler is too small for my use or future use, so let's just get rid of that immediately. As for bale collection, where do we have it? Bale loaders. So this is some of the add-ons we installed. So let's see. These are nice round and square bales. Round and square. For the front loader, we don't need that right now. This one is nice as well, but look, the prices, yes. Yeah, let's just get that. I just don't remember if this one has auto load. Don't think it has. Well, that's not so good. Now we own this and just need something to actually load the bales. That's this one, right? Oh, hang on. Oh. Get rid of that. We're still on a time, right? So, bale loaders. Small one. Yes. Auto load, yes. Folding. Let's get that. Let's see. Operating position, transporting position. Not sure. Let's see which one works. Okay. So this is one of the jobs I've done a lot in real life. So sometimes we would go out, two tractors, one with one or multiple trailers, the other tractor front loader. I would just be spending all day picking up bales, stacking them, bringing them home, and it definitely did not go as fast as this, but hey. Alright, planters, no, seeders. Seeder. Just looking for one. You can see some of them has like multiple icons, but clearly the price is also multiple times. Can't remember if the Kuhn has. You can see it has this rotor drill in front, And then the seeds come down here and you have the rollers. It's really a nice machine. So it's actually 2 in 1. You can see this first part, you can take it off and use this on your own. I think Amazon used to make these as well. Oh, it's right here actually. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we can use this in front for fertilizing. Oh, oops. Still don't have anything on this count now, so. Oh. Let's lease this, and then we can see if we want to. Oh, this one is related to these two. Right? So it needs to be connected by hose to the tank, which is this one, which is up front. Anyway, we got this one. It's nice. Let's just use it. Let's look inside. Yes. Now we need some seed. We need 2. Seed is set to wheat. I can show you what I mean when we do this. So if we lower this, switch to the back one. There you go. You can see. That's nice. Put the seeder back on. Usually you would have a front weight for this because this is a heavy setup, but hey, don't argue with Farming Simulator. Alright, so that is ready to go, but on the calendar we're 1 month/day early. Let's just park it here for now. Construction. Where is it? Here we go. Construction. Animals. So cow, we can get a cow pen for 75. Horses. It will take too long. We only have 10 hours. Pigs could actually be useful because we could just plant what we need to feed them, right? Sheep, really useful. We can sell the wool. I have all this land right here, right? So we can place a sheep farm up the garden. Chicken as well, eggs, bees, and the dog. Okay. Okay. And let's start out simple so we don't go too crazy. So we place a sheep pen right next to his house, and over here we place a, or we can turn it this way. Chicken pen, and finally we need some bees. Remember once there was this mod that showed me the range of the beehives. Let's just place this over here somewhere so we can get as much as possible. So. And I want to spawn the pellets right here. So we're spawning on pellets in the same area. Alright. Let's buy some animals. Sheep, pasture. Let's just get some grown sheep immediately. Okay. Oh, we're not done. We also need some chickens. And for those to work, we need a rooster. To feed the animals, we need food. So let's just in the beginning get some wheat. Yeah. Back. I should do for now. Oh, we need water as well. Oh, right. Let's just get a few of these. Fixed income. Buildings. Silos. Tools. Where's the water? All right. I just noticed something. We are coming up on 1 hour now. So they need food and water. And these guys need food and water. Alright, so that's the first thing for next time. 9 hours to go. And hopefully we made more money than we used. We started with 1.5 million. Alright. See you next time.